Hey everyone, Dakota23 here, and today we're going to be doing a second review into Ground Branch. But first off, I'd like to give a big shout out to my buddy ISO. Without him, this video would not have been possible, so go ahead, check him out. His socials are linked down in the description below. So in my first Ground Branch review video, I just did an overall review on the game, what I liked about it, its customization, stuff like this. In this one, we're going to go a little bit more in depth and look at the hitbox, the distance to damage ratio, and the bullet physics penetration as well. And then stick around for the ending for a few bloopers. So starting off with the hitbox, as you'll see here, we did a test to see if shooting a person's equipment would do damage and how close to the person we get before they actually start taking damage. So first we started with shooting around the groin and moving up from there. And as you'll see, he didn't start taking damage until we got about the lower stomach to waistline lower stomach area is where he started taking damage. Next, took a shot at his shoulder, tried to get bullet as close to possible as the vest, but it still hit him. Again, shooting equipment does no damage. I was shooting his nods and his IR strobe, and just in front of his helmet as well. No damage at all, so hitbox is very well done, very precise. Shooting the weapon also had no impact on him. You could hit his fingers as I did there, and shooting at a rifle as well, again, hit his hand, but I could just able to shoot in between where his shooting hand and his support hand were as well. And again, very precise hitbox, is very well done. Alright, so the next thing we tested was the distance to damage ratio for weapons. He was using an M4, shooting at me from 25, 50, 100, and 200 and 300 yards. So at 25 here, it took 2 rounds for him to take me down. Same thing at 50, 2 rounds to drop me. But once we got to 100, it took 1 round. Again, at 200, it took 1 round. And then at 300, he wasn't able to see me, but it still only took 1 round. So the odd thing we found out as well is that I was using a DMR when we tested the 300 yard shot again, and it took me 2 rounds. So I don't know if he was just accidentally hitting me higher in the body or if I just hit him lower and then center mass. So that's something we'll have to figure out later. Okay, so here's the clip from when I was back at the firing line and ISO was up at the 300 yard target, and I'm able to see him. I don't know if it's because I'm using high power scope or something, but we did find something interesting that when he was shooting at me, shooting towards me with a pistol, there was a sound delay between the rounds impacting and the sound from him actually shooting, reaching me. But we didn't experience that with the rifle at all, only a pistol. So something short, something different, something that I feel like the creators could probably work on, because it doesn't make sense that only the pistol would have a delay, whereas the rifle doesn't. But go ahead, check this out real quick. Was that pistol?
Yeah, it was.
So there is sound delay for the pistol. Like, I'm watching you through my scope. I saw you shooting, but I didn't hear the rounds till later.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
Oh, I can see you clearly, by the way.
Bro, you were literally gone. Like, I could not see you miss, by the way.
I know.
You hit me.
Okay, so finally we have the ballistic penetration test with the weapons. So we tried several different weapons on this one because it was super simple and easy, and a resupply bench is right next to this door on the range. First things first, I tried an MP7. I did 2 long bursts into the room. Next, ISO did an M4 because that's what he's carrying, and then we went to pistols. I tried and he tried. Then we did AKs. Well, he did an AK and I did a DMR. So here's the MP7. Took him out with the second burst, I believe. Here he shot me with an M4. I shot him with my pistol. He said it took about 4 rounds, but I just emptied the mag into the door. Here he shot me with his pistol. Here he did a burst with the AK. We couldn't tell how many rounds at first because of how long the burst was, so I just shot him with my DMR. I've put 3 rounds through the door, but he said I dropped him in 2. And then we tested the AK again, just to verify whether it was 1 or more rounds. Back here, we both counted down and we both shot just because I wanted to mess with him. I completely missed. He hit me once, and then he dropped me the second round here. So what surprised me next is with the shotguns, they have no penetration whatsoever. So my theory behind why that is because the developers, from what I've heard, want to put in special purpose items, so like breaching shotguns and stuff like that. Now, with that being said, I'm pretty sure they're trying to figure out like the physics behind that, with how that would work with the shotgun hitting the door and being able to breach it. So that's probably why both the shotguns did absolutely nothing, no matter what range I was at. I tried both the semi-auto and the pump. And here's a little tidbit for you: when you're loading shotguns, you have to constantly press R to reload. So they are a pain to reload, but they have no penetration either. And then we also tested the breaching charge as well, just to see if using one would kill a person on the other side. It does. Like, the door blows up and then it takes them out. So the breach charges have a kill radius with it. We don't know how big it is because I'm literally standing against the door. And then there was a cinder block wall, or more like a concrete wall, right next to us. So we just did a quick test, and he shot at me with an AK, and it took about 4 rounds. Actually, about four or 5 rounds, maybe 6 rounds. So your cover, so depending on what cover you're using, does affect how your survivability is. So I hope you all really enjoyed the video. A lot of work went into making this one. But yeah, just go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave your comments down below, let me know what you think. Your input is very much appreciated. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you. Dakota23 out.
But, so the door does actually play a role.
Yeah, see, look, you go, and I'll shoot you with the pistol.
Or fucking close. I love how the door just clips through the tires.
But it doesn't clip through a dead-ass body.
Oh my god. Is the body really like... Oh, close.
Well, here, just stand behind the door.
There we go.
Oh, well, fuck.